Hey everyone, happy Monday. So as I discussed in the verbal voice message in the group, I'm looking at quite a few of the GBP pairs. I've kind of chosen this one primarily because it broke the 50, also because USD is the strongest in comparison to GBP. I'm waiting on a pullback for GBP CAD, although I'm in most of those trades already. But again, we know there is interest rate decision Thursday, so let's be mindful of that. So if you're not prepared to kind of deal with a huge drop and maybe an enormous pullback, or if you don't want to wait it out, then don't take the trade. Again, ultimately, this is your guys' trading journey. My hope for you guys, as I've talked with Pat about, as I've kind of talked with a lot of things about, is that you guys become independent traders. So we can help you see the markets, which is all fine and dandy. But at the end of the day, like, I want you guys to be able to learn to trade independently. So that's my ultimate goal in terms of how you manage, how you enter, is that you guys all become a different level of independent traders. So right here we have GBPUSD. We have that perfect double top formation. So that means we missed this headache. So for those of you who have been holding, which a lot of people said they've been holding, which means they went through all of this pullback, all of this drawdown, all of that stress, like, it's just part of our life. So we are pretty confident this is going to fall. How many pips are we going for? Again, the trade rules are for the 6-figure challenge signals. Don't take it if you can't see it, number one. Once you're up by, this is a GBP pair, so let's say 15 pips, 20, you need to protect your profit. If you have to get back in or you get knocked out when the market opens or closes, so be it, but always protect the money you do make. Don't give it back. So that's rule number two. Number one is if you can't see it, don't take it. Number two, always protect your profit. Once you're up by 10 to 15, maybe 20 pips on a GBP pair, put it at break even or close to break even. And number three, well, I guess that is kind of part of number two, which is worst case, you can get back in. Now, how we're taking this trade is we are using the 55 pip take profit lot size. That is not necessarily our take profit goal. So in this pair, I'm looking for a minimum of 60 pips from where price currently is at this second. Although what I'm looking to see is probably going to break around in and around this area. It's probably, let's just say 90 pips before it does a major pullback. Obviously, pending news. So news could totally make it stall out for a while. It could totally make it just shoot right up with that interest rate. So a lot of unknown variables, totally up to you how heavy you want to go or if you want to enter. But for me and mine, like, I will be taking this. I'll have my heaviest lot sizes. I'll have them protected. So that's just how I trade. That's who I want to be. Either way, I'm looking for 100 pip take profit at least. Sorry guys, let's try this again. So from where price currently is down to the next real support, it's about 94 pips. But if we zoom out on a bigger picture, and we don't need to count the confirmations, I had most of you guys do that anyways. We broke the zero line, which is exactly what we want. And we came back and retested, and now we have a fresh crossover breaking below the zero line. So what we're looking to see on this one, there's not a lot stopping it in this big area right here. So even if we're only going for 50% of that move, okay, you're still looking at a potential 300 pips. So what I would want you guys to get out of this is at least 150, which means in theory, granted not everything is dollar for dollar on that sheet, you should be able to knock out 2 or 3 lines on your trading compound sheet with this one trade. Now, as you are a more advanced trader, as you grow independently and you're able to re-enter and manage risk super, super well, then what you should be able to see is you guys can get back in, get back out, etc. so forth. So I don't need to go through each and every one of these to show you. I am looking for a certain one that shows you the support and resistance. Let's see if I can't find it. Not this one. Could have swore I had it on here. Maybe I didn't. I'll have to go to my other broker. So this is the charm candle, same concept. This is the Fibonacci, and we can totally drop this on here as well. But let's put GBPUSD on this paddle. Let's see, bear with me. It's loading or deciding to load. It's not responding, though, go figure. Silly butt. Okay. Bear with it. I still have my little time zone, time capsule thingy. Well, while that's deciding to load, what I'm gonna do is pull this up on another one. If it will let me. Maybe. Let's move my keyboard out of the way. Sorry, guys. Just part of technology, if you will. I'll drag that over here on my big screen and kind of change the view of what we're seeing. This is GBPUSD. Okay. As you guys can see, this is the daily chart on GU. So again, we have a harmonic pattern. No, nothing is written in stone. So I'm going to kind of zoom out a little bit so we can show you. That's a huge stop loss, especially on a GBP pair. So we definitely don't want a stop loss that's that big, but we understand that, that's market manipulation. So having said that, if we see that, a lot of other people see this as well. So we have our triple arrow confirmations. We have like 14 out of 16 confirmations. We also have a harmonic pattern. And what I'd really like to show you, if I could find it, maybe, maybe not. I'll have to pull it up. That indicator is only on this other broker, but that's the broker that's freezing up. So bear with me, if you would. Maybe. I want to show you this other one. There we go. So bear with me just for 1 second. Hopefully this will load up like it's supposed to load. So this is, again, we're still on EU on this chart, but as soon as it will let me drop GU on here, I'll show you what I see also. So something very similar. So on this pair, we have our kind of our support indicator. I dropped this in the 6-figure challenge group. It's a really nice indicator. Once we break this area, there's not a lot to stop it. And that's what we're looking for. Like, that's the ideal entry. Now, it doesn't mean it can't pop around this for a while. It doesn't mean it can't go against us. It doesn't mean anything is written in stone. So let's please not be that naive. But even to the next form of any major resistance, you're looking at in and around 50 pips, so pretty safe 50 pips, which is what we want bare minimum. But going for even half of this trade, you're looking for potentially hundreds and hundreds of pips. And if we go to this next area to test, that's 460, and the high above that, if we go back a little further, 360. So that's a lot of pips potential. Again, you guys can take a look, find in your own confirmations what you're seeing, if you like it. If you agree with the analysis, great. If not, skip it. But again, just to clarify, we are using the 55 pip take profit lot size to compound effectively. Some of you guys are really getting that. I just don't want you to over risk your accounts by using the 20 pip take profit lot size, because I don't know what your leverage is. I don't know what your management ability is, and about 1,000 other variables. So having said that, we're using the 55 pip take profit as our lot size only. What I'd like you to see you guys get out of this for the most part is 150 pips, give or take, with the potential of more. Now, how you get that is up to you. So do you take one entry? Do you maybe protect your profit but got stopped out? So that will count as maybe 10 or 15. And then, of course, when it pulled back, you got another entry or a better entry, and that one you wrote down for 70 pips. So how you calculate these pips, how you get these pips, and how you take these trades is 1,000% up to you, because ultimately you are becoming the master trader. You are always going to be the best manager, the best signal. It's 1,000% going to be you. So that's what I'm seeing. If you like it, take it. If not, skip it. No hard feelings, no judgment. Like, we know that it's going to sell out. We know it might pull back. If you're not prepared to deal with that knowledge, then wait for a pullback, and there's a price to pay for everything. So by doing so, you may end up missing the move, which again isn't always bad. Sometimes that will teach you the best lesson. So from where price is right now, if it pulls back even just halfway from where it was, you're looking at least a 50 pip pullback. If it retests that area, that zone, to that next monthly support, which is a lot. And that's not including the huge spreads that are going to open up at the end of the day today, New York time. So just some stuff to take a look at. I will check the chat to see if there's anything in there. And there's not. So on the YouTube anyways. So that's about it. If you like it, take it. If not, skip it. Use the 55 pip take profit. Obviously, you can continue to trade provided you have at least 500% or greater margin in your account, preferably in the 2000 to 1 or 1000 to 1 leverage account. So that's kind of your cutoff of, wait, I need to hold off. I need to wait to see what happens here before I decide to do anything else. So anyways, I hope that helps. Happy Monday. I hope you guys do super well on this trade, and I will talk to you soon.